What up, though, y'all? Beginning of August, and like Big Son say, it's the fourth quarter, you know. And we got a little saying that we've been saying the past few years is that we got to finish strong. You know what I'm saying? But before we finish strong, I like to give a little recap of the season somewhat, uh, because my season it hasn't been a bad season. It's been a steady season. It's just been full of maintenance. And I'm not going to say full of maintenance, but that's one of the main things I've been tackling this year is just doing maintenance, man. And that's why I named this Keep the Movement Moving, because, you build up your equipment. You get your truck, you get your trailer, or, however you got your setup, you get all of that stuff into play, and then you go out here and then you do these jobs. And you put a lot of wear and tear on the equipment. You put a lot of wear and tear on the trailer, on the trucks or work vans or whatever, however you getting around, car, whatever. You're putting wear and tear on the vehicle, so like I said, this year I put a lot of focus on just maintaining what I have, rather than, going out and trying to buy all the new flashy stuff and, trying to keep up or look a certain kind of way. Aside of being organized and having systems and processes and, all these other things, you got to keep the equipment, going. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the equipment going. You got to keep the truck going. You got to keep that trailers, keep it solid. You got to keep the movement moving, man. You got to keep the movement moving. You got to keep money in your pocket, and that's just, like I said, that's just been my focal point, keeping everything going and going and running like it should be. I put a lot of work into the truck in April, May, and in June. July, not as much, but I put a decent amount of work into the work vehicle. Just bought it last year. It's a decent truck, it's just 20 years old, so it's gonna have its issues, and I knew that going into it. It's not like I spent a ton of money on it, I knew it was an old truck, so we taking care of all of the maintenance on it. Have we done everything? No. We still got a couple of things that go on the truck. So, but it's doing good, and it's doing better than it was doing in the beginning of the season, because it really we wasn't doing anything with it. So, and then there is the equipment. Equipment's been doing pretty good this year. I put my steel trimmer in the shop. It was still under warranty, so the work got done pretty fast. It only took a day. I put it up for a couple of months though. Well, no, not a couple of months, a few weeks. Let me rephrase that. I put it up for about 3.5 weeks. First Honda more I bought a few years back, not gonna really be able to use it like that. I've been trying to get it fixed, and nobody seems to be able to repair it, and that's fine, because we've been through the ringer with that particular machine. And I still have another Honda, a little bit better Honda anyway, so had to kind of let that one go. But like I said, I still got the what is it, the HRX or HXR? I have to check it too, I don't forget, but 217. It's got a 200cc Honda motor on it, and it's a beast. And it's been doing good. I gotta check it because of a small oil leak, but other than that, it's running like it was running when I first bought it. So Went and got a new time, a used Time Master this year, off a marketplace. I lost one in the accident, the hit and run or whatever. So, and I never really got a chance to have a little fun with it. So I went and got another one used instead of new, to see, just to see how it does for me. And I've had some, I'm not gonna say issues, because it's not really issues to me because it's a used more. I just had to replace a couple of things. That's all. Of course, I replaced blades a couple of times, and the stop switch had to be replaced. It's a few things, just small, minor things that I had to take care of, and it's a couple of minor things that needs to be done. I need new handlebars. Both, I would like to have top and bottom handlebars. So we'll see. It's like I said, it's not much going on with the Time Master. I might have to get the wheels aligned and everything, but it's running good and doing what it's supposed to do. I bought a Echo PAS 225. I had one. It wasn't running good. I tried to get it fixed. They want too much money for me to get it fixed. They want like almost $200 for me to fix. And that particular machine, that trimmer is that the power head is only, $20 more, and I can go buy a brand new one. And I just got one, so I decided to just put that to the side. It doesn't make sense to spend that much money on a used unit, in my opinion. My point is this: I'm not gonna spend money on anything I don't need. That's anything. I'm not gonna try to grow too fast. I'm gonna grow organically at the speed of cash. That's me. Not trying to tell nobody what to do. This is just me. Get more organized, get a little help with the back office, and make slow and steady progressions. I appreciate y'all listening to me ramble on about what I'm doing and what's going on in my head. But if you feeling me and you kind of doing some of the similar things, drop them in the comments. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing something else, drop it in the comments. I appreciate all subscribers. Not just the new ones, because I appreciate the new ones. And welcome to the channel. But that's it, man. I love y'all, but I gotta go. Holla at y'all on the next one. Peace out.